Imagine like watching a funnel cloud touch down in the distance. Do you have the exact words to accurately warn someone, or would you just freeze up?
Most people would probably freeze.
Right. Okay, let's unpack this, because today we aren't just looking at a boring list of vocabulary. We are doing a deep dive into a stack of sources covering the natural world.
Yeah, the goal is to give you the exact linguistic toolkit you need to describe, survive, and, well, write about the raw power of nature.
Exactly. We are extracting the core concepts from the grade 12 materials, so specifically looking at geography, natural disasters, and those really tricky word forms.
It's about capturing that epic, sometimes terrifying force on paper, and obviously acing your exam in the process.
To do that, I've been looking at how these terms are grouped. It's almost like setting up a blockbuster movie set. First, you need the static places, right? The geography.
Like canyons, cliffs, or coral reefs.
Right, the setup. And then you drop in the action, which is the natural disaster. So avalanches, flash floods, tsunamis. It's just the inevitable chain reaction of that specific geography falling over.
What's fascinating here is how deliberate that connection is. The sources, they don't treat these as random lists. The geography directly dictates the disaster.
So a steep, snowy mountain brings avalanches.
Yep, and a dry, arid desert brings droughts.
Wait, but doesn't tying a word like avalanche specifically to a snowy mountain sort of limit your vocabulary? Like, what if you're talking about an avalanche of mud down a rainy hill?
Oh, sure.
Are we supposed to just memorize these strict pairs?
Well, no, and that's exactly why the cause and effect relationship is so important. You aren't just memorizing strict pairs, you're learning how environments create specific hazards.
Oh, okay.
Once you understand the underlying mechanism, the steep inclines plus unstable material equals an avalanche, memorizing the vocabulary becomes completely logical rather than just rote repetition. You actually understand the why behind the danger.
It's one thing to know the name of a disaster, but it's another to know how to use it in a sentence without totally confusing the person listening.
Definitely.
Which brings up a really confusing part of these sources, the shapeshifter.
Oh, the nouns and verbs.
Yeah, I look at words like decrease, impact, and suspect, and they're spelled exactly the same as nouns and verbs. If you're doing a speaking test, how does the examiner know which one you're using?
The secret is actually in the pronunciation. There's a specific syllable stress rule for many of these two-syllable words. When the word acts as a noun, the stress falls on the first syllable.
Like increase.
Right, increase or pyramid. But when it shifts to a verb, the stress moves to the second syllable, so increase, permit.
Ah, okay. So the impact of the storm was huge, but the storm will impact the coast.
You've got it. But you have to be careful because, well, English loves an exception.
Of course it does.
Examiners love to test you on words like surprise, rescue, and challenge. Those do not change their stress at all, regardless of whether they are a noun or a verb. It's always RESQ.
So what does this all mean when you actually have to put pen to paper? Let's say you're tackling a big writing project, like proposing a new natural wonder of the world.
Okay, yeah.
How do you actually deploy these words to hit top marks?
Graders aren't just looking for you to drop big words into a paragraph. They're looking for precision and environment building.
Right.
To hit that band 5 top score, you have to layer your language. That means pairing geographic nouns with highly descriptive adjectives.
So you're painting a complete picture instead of just making a list.
Precisely. You also have to demonstrate control over articles, knowing exactly when to use an and, the, or no article at all when identifying specific locations.
Which is harder than it sounds.
It really is. And crucially, you have to accurately use modal verbs like must or shouldn't. Graders look for these because a modal verb doesn't just add words to a page, it entirely shifts the tone.
From a casual observation to authoritative survival advice.
Exactly. It proves you understand the real-world utility of the language.
Like writing, you must stay away from the cliff edge, instead of just saying, the cliff is dangerous. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
The language becomes a tool to navigate the real world, not just a box to check on a syllabus. Good luck utilizing these tools on the exam, everyone.
And keep in mind that the natural world is anything but static. The sources mention the Paracutan volcano in Mexico.
Wait, the one in the farmer's field?
Yeah, it's the only volcano in history that humans have literally watched form from nothing, erupt, and then go completely extinct.
That is wild.
It's a stark reminder, really, that our vocabulary must constantly adapt and evolve to describe a natural world that is actively reshaping itself right in front of us.